From the city of Charleston's Palmetto Artisan program to his own political future, I sat down one-on-one with businessman and former Charleston mayoral candidate Maurice Washington for a special edition of Quintin's Close-Ups. And be sure to download the free Quintin's Close-Ups app in your Apple or Google Play stores, or listen to this interview later on the free iHeartRadio app. Maurice Washington.
Hi.
It's so good to see you.
Always a pleasure.
Likewise.
Always a pleasure.
I appreciate it greatly. There's so many issues going on right here in Charleston. Let me take you to the Charleston City Market. Obviously, there was an incident with one of the rose peddler kids just recently. In fact, they were illegally selling roses in front of the Charleston City Market.
Yeah.
And ultimately, they got in a tussle with one of the police officers. Now, people are basically talking about what should we do with the Palmetto Artistans program and how we should treat the rose peddlers as business folks. Where are you with that discussion?
You know, I think the rules are what the rules are. Obviously, some now feel that they have to revisit the original intent and maybe make some modification to improve the system and the system's process. But I think the city made a good faith gesture under former Mayor Raleigh. Instead of harassing, arresting, and taking extra measures to keep the rose entrepreneurs from downtown Charleston, the business district obviously, let's see if we could put these young entrepreneurs to work and offer them some training and other business skill sets to help them further master and maximize their trade, which was a good step in the right direction. And a lot of those young entrepreneurs did well in that particular trade. They really did. It was a means of income to offset family household costs.
Right.
So the incident that happened the other day, it's unfortunate, but at the same time, the young man admitted that he was wrong,
Right.
that he shouldn't have, one, run away, two, tussled with the officer, and three, that he should have gone through the city's established program as the other young entrepreneurs had done. So I spoke with Councilmember James Lewis the other day, who is directly involved with the process.
Right.
And I'm glad to hear and learn, and I support that they're coming together again to recalibrate, see what is going wrong with the program, the current program, how to strengthen those things that are good, and as well as those things that are not so good. So I think the city is moving in the right direction in terms of addressing it, and fortunately, I think the situation is under control now.
You talk about moving forward. Let me talk to you about the whole City of Charleston initiative, which they did at City Council weeks ago, which is basically the City of Charleston apologized for its role in slavery. When you heard that, where were you emotionally?
Well, I'm still trying to figure out what's the outcome of the apology. It's not going to assist in the education of not one child. It's not going to increase economic development among African Americans in the city of Charleston. It's not going to, sorry about that, it's not going to create another business opportunity in the downtown, heavily tourist business district of Charleston. It's not going to prevent a child from going to bed hungry. It's not going to prevent not one iota of gentrification. It's not going to create affordable housing. It's not going to do any number of things. I think apologies are fine, and it is maybe a good first step. But total inclusion in city contracts, in business opportunities, and more affordable housing opportunities, and a renewed engagement in education. I think those measures would go a much further way than issuing an apology for slavery. That's one. Two, I think more collaboration among various community stakeholders would have been appropriate. Just maybe, as opposed to a divided vote, as we saw, through inclusion, more of a broad-based conversation, not just among council members only, but the community as a whole.
Okay.
I think we probably would have ended up with a majority unanimous vote on the matter. But as it is now, it created somewhat of a divide and mixed signals sent throughout the community, and that's in itself is unfortunate.
Quickly describe to me the following in one word: Buddy Pugh.
Good coach.
Katie Arrington.
A fighter.
The general election.
It's going to be tough.
Your future.
Still in progress.
The Honorable Maurice Washington, thank you so much for your time. I really, really appreciate this.
It's my real pleasure.
Yeah, likewise. Thank you.